is Jaybird and welcome back to Amorous. I have to let my dog in because she's starting to bark. Actually, I'll just leave my door open for her. Anyways, so I got back from my audition 2 hours ago. 2 hours ago, and let's just say I've had a very stressful and emotional day because I cried a lot today from stress. For starters, I had to put my music on a CD, my backing track on a CD, but every single time I burned it on the CD, it would always come out slower than the actual song was, and then it made it lower pitched because when you stretch things out, it makes it sound lower than it actually is. So that was a problem, and I got really frustrated with that yesterday. And then today, I was also very frustrated, and I had anxiety. I had an anxiety attack when I got up. First thing in the morning was having an anxiety attack because my mom was very, very aggressive because the dishes weren't done, and she started throwing my stuff around the house. She threw my boots across the room, and it hit the wall, and now there's a mark on it. So that obviously sent me down a whole, fun little thing, because she used to do that a lot when I was in my childhood, where she would throw stuff across the room at me. It would be small things like my toys and stuff, but still, that. Don't throw stuff at your kids. Even if it's something that's not gonna hurt them, just don't do it in the first place. So that brought up some bad memories, and I had an anxiety attack for a few minutes. It made me feel sick to my stomach, and all that fun stuff. And then come time to the audition time, getting an hour away, the fucking CD wasn't working, and so I had to get a flash drive and put it on the flash drive. And then came time to the actual audition. I started crying because I didn't know what the fuck I was gonna do about the fucking song, because I didn't want to sing it a cappella. I needed to sing it with the music, or else it's not gonna work for me. So yeah, I've cried a few times today. I'm very stressed out. I will know the results, whether I got in or not, tomorrow. Not yesterday, what? I'm not a time traveler. But I will know the results tomorrow. And I'll let you know if I record the video after I see the results. Because if I record the video before I see the results, then obviously I won't be able to tell you. But anyways, we're just gonna continue. We're just continue the game in general, because the fucking my recording software just froze, and I'm really sorry about that, but I'm going to just continue the game in general instead of backtracking, because I don't have time for that. And this guy, or stepbrother, I have to say stepbrother, will be, oh, I was told to do this. Excuse me, hello, Mr. DJ. What? Oh, sorry, didn't see you down there. What's up? I'd like to request a song, if that's alright. I get an achievement for this. Hold on, I have to turn some knobs. Alright, yeah, sure, no problem. But listen, I'm trying to put on a show here. Here's my number. Just text me your request and I'll get to it. Oh, sure, thanks. The phone number of Club Amorous DJ has been added to your contacts. I thought his name was Jax? Jax Pacific? Oh, why do I do that? I know I can get an achievement for request a song. What? Detective Scoop? Fragment flying, free floating. Wait, free floating. I'm a finger blink in a finger blink. Love long gone. Lustrum. Mech. Midnight sizzle. Omoro Nile Temvez. Outdated ritual ruse simulate. Six Tenzu somewhere in Florida. Stratum Filthy House Remix. Sun Funk. The Night Sky Tower Vagus Ventus. What? Let's do Sun Funk. You've unlocked Hey Mr. DJ achievement. This one is so underrated. Oh, Sun Funk. I got it. I get it now. Wait. What's happy jazz shit? Wait, what's happy jazz shit? No, wait, go back. What's happy jazz shit? This one is so underrated. I don't hear anything. Oh. It's so quiet. I can barely hear it. Free floating. I haven't heard that one in a while. Giant robots. Oh, that's just a boo. Oh, what? Oh. These are all terrible names for songs. Just gonna say that right here and now. Oh, Moro. Oh, what? That's the song that plays during the sex scenes. Anyways. Oh. It froze. I'm sorry. It's fine. You guys, it's fine. I'm not doing anything. I'm just gonna wait for it to unfreeze. Any minute now. Any minute now. Wow. There we go. That took forever. Because it's a furry game. Anyways. Sorry. Where was I gonna go? Oh god, okay. We gotta talk to this dude. Heading over to grab a drink from the machine, I noticed one of the bouncers chatting up a fairly energetic customer. They seemed to be having a good time, the smaller male wiggling his hips side to side and eyeing the large dragon with eyes that suggested all sorts of mischief. Perhaps this was my chance to meet some new people like Kobe suggested. Oh. There we go. Why does it keep freezing? Okay, hold on, guys. I don't know how to go about this because I don't have a guide per se. Let's see. It doesn't say how to start. Let's see. Give me a minute, guys. I'm trying to find a guide, because I don't have one. I can't find anything. Let's see. Let's see. Let's watch this. I'm gonna save right here. Watch the scene unfold. I figured it might be smart to see what these two were up to before sidling in on their private conversation. I approached the vending machine and leaned against it nonchalantly, acting like I was thinking about getting something to snack on. I took in the atmosphere of Amorous, both the club and the situation in general. There was something oddly relaxing about being up here away from the press of the crowded dance floor. Was this the reason most people came out to these places? I could imagine myself chilling in a booth downstairs rather than freaking out trying to dance and show off. I felt more at home with that idea. I have a hair in my mouth, and that was nasty. Ugh. Multiple hairs in my mouth. Gross. Before long, I couldn't help but overhear the conversation next to me. Huh, is that so? You know, Rose, you do this every weekend. What's in it for me this time? What's in it for you? Well, well, how about this? The small avian leaned up, hand on the dragon's chest, swishing his hips the whole time. He whispered into his ear, "I thought that was a girl!" As the large male leaned down, a grin lightening his gruff features a few moments later. Now that was a winning smell, even if the smaller guy and him were clearly involved from the intimate way they touched when he whispered. Before I'd even realized it, the security guard had turned to me. He had that wide grin still on his handsome features, teeth glinting in the bright lighting of the club. I caught a glance at his name tag, Zenith. The other guy in the tight shorts stood beside him, a pixie-ish glint in his eyes. Well, well, well. I don't think I've seen you around here before. And... No! No! Stop! And trust me, I would have noticed someone as cute as you. What the fuck do I say? Okay. I appreciate it. Why the fuck do his wings look like arms? Why do they look like arms? Oh, I just noticed that and I can't unsee it. I mean, I know, technically speaking, like, these are modeled, this is like modeled after a bat's wings. And I know that, like, bat wings, you know, it's their arm, and then these are the fingers, and that's the thumb. But holy fuck! It's so weird looking because it's like, muscled. Like, you know, it looks like a fucking forearm, and it's... Ugh, it's so creepy looking. Ew. Anyways, I could feel the heat rushing to my cheeks as he complimented me. My blush was quite apparent from his chuckling as I tried to hide it by looking to the side without taking my eyes entirely off the playful Zenith. Well, thank you. I'm not really used to handsome guys like you calling me cute right off the bat. I just noticed the bulge in his pants, so yeah. Looks like a girl up here, but definitely not down there. I watched as Zenith narrowed his eyes, seeing if I was joking, that grin stretching wider. He drew my face back his way with a single clawed finger under my chin, locking his eyes with mine and clearly delighting at the shiver his unexpected touch caused down my spine. Oh god. Now you've really intrigued me. Zenith's large form was definitely intimidating, but something about him was appealing despite that. He was taller than most, maybe second to Kane, the doorman, but his touch was gentle despite that. In those bright eyes, he was near hypnotic. Jaybird? Well, I'm really glad I bumped into you, Jaybird. I didn't even tell you my name! 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 I didn't even tell you my name. No, I didn't tell you my name! No! You fucking creepy. Well, Jaybird, I'm Zenith. Nice to meet you. Think we found what we're looking for, Rose? Who names their son Rose? His playful tone did very little to stop my bright red face. The kind of person they've been looking for? That sentence ran through my head a few times. The avian in the belly top rose by the sound of it. Belly top? It's called a crop top, you fucking uncultured swine. Eyed me up a few times and nodded. There's a sultry look about him, hand on his hip, and fucking bulge in his pants. Come on, dude. Gross. No one wants to see that. Like, no one wants to see that. This just, ugh, stop. It was in his eyes were on me. There was a dark look on his face. He tapped his foot and put on a smile. I mean, okay, yeah, she's cute and all, but don't forget who's cuter, Zenith. She'll do as long as you remember who's number one. I'm just gonna question their plans. I couldn't help but bite my lip as Zenith stared at me. That finger stopped me speaking up for a moment until he finally removed it from my chin. He was getting more attractive the longer he locked those eyes on me, but I had to think to myself, why exactly were they doing this? Perhaps I was just being naive, but I had to ask, why are you two doing this? We just met. You don't do this with every curious person you meet, do you? Oh, nobody's really straight up asked before. How do I put it? There was a visible shift in Zenith's expression. Guilt, maybe? What did he have to be guilty about? Before he could answer, his friend chimed in. Shh, Zenith! Let me be blunt, honey. We're looking for a third party for a little bit of fun tonight. And guess what? You fit the bill perfectly. Almost too perfectly. In fact, what do you say? Down for a little fun tonight? I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna do it in my Valley Girl voice. Zenith, let me be blunt, honey. We're looking for a third party for a little bit of fun tonight. And guess what? You fit the bill perfectly. Almost too perfectly. In fact, what do you say? Down for a little fun tonight? As Rose spoke, I could see Zen's expression change. That cocky smirk had all but vanished. He looked sullen, but when he noticed my concern, he seemed to swallow that down and put that signature toothy grin back in its place. He almost seemed like he'd be grateful for the company, but was that what Rose had planned? It seemed like there was more to the situation than I had first anticipated. Yeah, you down for a romp, Jaybird? Politely declined. I sighed. I didn't want to make a bad situation any worse, and I could read all the signs that there was something else going on here. Look, guys, I'm going to have to pass. Thanks for being so friendly with me tonight, though. It really means a lot. I didn't expect to meet so many nice people here. Are you fucking serious? Ugh, what a waste of time. You promised me you could hook me up with anyone, Zenith. It looks like your charm wasn't enough this time. I was taken aback by the sudden outburst. The brunt of Rose's complaint seemed to be with Zenith, and they made some sort of bet. They muttered back and forth for a moment. Zenith said Rose had promised not to do this. Rose said Zenith was being a bitch, as usual. I was about to leave them to their whispered fight when the girly avian shot me one last glare and stormed off, but not before snatching up his drink from nearby and emptying it on Zenith's shirt. You cunt! You fucking cunt! I'm gonna go find Zach. I'm going to go find Zach. Oh, not a Zach. And don't go thinking you can join in this time, Zenith. Ciao, bitches. Bye. What a scene. I had no idea what was going on, but Zenith certainly looked upset. The charming, cocky bouncer that I first met was replaced with someone else entirely. He folded his arms across the wet patch on his broad chest, looking to the side and grimacing as he fought to regain his cool. He took a moment, caught his breath, and forced a smile. I'm sorry about all that, Jaybird. You shouldn't have gotten roped into that mess. Tell you what, next time I see you, I owe you an apology drink. As for right now, I'm gonna call it a bad night and go home. Since I'd met him, Zenith seemed at his most genuine now, even clearly simmering and humiliated. It seemed like whatever it was that was going on, it had been Rose's game, not his. Part of me wanted to find out what exactly had happened, and an even larger part of Rose and Zenith were an item, because he really shouldn't be. But was it really my business? I'm going to stop him? There's no way I can leave things like this. Before the dragon can make his escape into the staff-only room, I caught his wrist and cocked his head back at me over his shoulder as I let go. Maybe not the best time to be grabbing him more? I'm going to console him, 'cause that's a good thing to do. Look, I know it's not my place, but obviously something serious just happened. I can't let you walk off like that in good conscience. Do you want to sit down and talk about it? Zenith closed his eyes, sighed, and showed me that big toothy grin. Without Rose catching in on him, it felt a lot more real this time. Pointing to the stairs, then held out his hand for me. Gonna need that drink and a fresh start, yeah? The name's Zenith. To whom do I owe the pleasure? That toothy grin never left Zenith's face. I didn't know him well enough to know if he was faking it or not as he extended his hand for a handshake. We're gonna humor him. I extended my hand, sharing his grin, playing along for the time being. His grip was like a vice. Damn! Damn! Maybe I'd earned a little bit of a squeezing after jumping in on Rose's game, though. You can call me Jaybird. For some reason, I feel like we've met before. It's strange, isn't it? Must be fate playing tricks on us. Okay, I actually like this guy. Not gonna lie. I like where this is going so far. I'm not a furry, but I can admit that this is a well-written character, I think. Like, most of the characters in this game have actually been, like, very kind of interesting. Like, I like Sky. I liked Lex, and I like this character. Like, they're very interesting. I think I like them the most. Not because of the whole furry aspect, but like just because they're well written characters, I think. But yeah, it's just my opinion. Zenith retracted his vice-like hand and laughed again, starting toward the stairs with me following him. We took our place at the bar and Zenith took my order. We were served almost instantly thanks to his staff shirt. After the first sip of his beer, the frustration still smoldering under the surface seemed to have cooled enough that Zenith didn't seem on the verge of punching a wall or something. He savored the mild bubbles exhaled, and we both seemed to come to the realization that I'd been staring at him a little. I busied myself with my own drink. I was a little surprised by what I'd ordered, but I suppose I was more concerned about getting Zenith over what had happened with Rose. Zenith chuckled, rolling his glass between his palms a little. When he looked back, he seemed a little embarrassed. Thanks, Jaybird, I mean it. I'm just a stranger. Hell, a stranger who was sort of leading you on a little. You didn't have to reach out and see if I was okay. You're kind of one of those good ones, huh? Reassure him? Honestly, don't worry about it. I saw that something was wrong and wanted to make sure you were okay. Besides, even if we were moving a little quick there, we're not strangers anymore, right? You know, that's right. I guess that's one positive thing that came out of this shit. Thanks, Tabor. I've gotta ask, not that I'm loving your company and all. Rose kinda spun my head a little, but I do know you like him. Was I going to be wasting my time trying to get with a guy like you, being a girl and all? The whole big daddy little princess thing. Nah, guys might get preferential treatment, but I wasn't yanking her chain or anything. I've played for both teams, just not as frequently. Frequently. Played for both teams. God. Ask about him? So Zenith, tell me a little about yourself. Have you been a bouncer here for long? Well, I've been a bouncer here since the place opened up. Trust me, I've seen some crazy shit go down that makes what happened earlier look like a party. Fights, breakups, orgy. Okay, you didn't need to tell me that. An orgy's even a robbery. Well, almost a robbery. Wait, you saw this place get robbed? Hold on. Orgies? Should I feel even more worried about Gobi coming here so often? That's the part that caught your interest. Regardless, yeah. A couple of punks tried to rob some VIPs one night with switchblades, no less. Luckily, me and one of the other bouncers managed to take them down before anyone got hurt. Turns out that all the cop training was good for something after all. Zenith's modesty was humbling. He was so casual and relaxed as he talked about taking down a bunch of guys with knives. I had to note that his arm flexing subtly as he told me the story proved how well he could handle himself. It was weird then he'd settled for being a club bouncer with a body like this. Even his fucking wings are jacked. Are you kidding me? So, okay, fine, whatever. I didn't get to read that, but fine, whatever. It's fine. It's only a visual novel. I don't need to read it. Who reads visual novels nowadays? Are you kidding? I mean, like, who would read a visual novel? I mean, like, the novel. Like, who would read that? Just look at the pretty pictures. You don't even need to read it. The moment I said those words, he lowered his flexing arm and watched his fading grin away entirely with a gulp of his beer. He seemed like he seed a ghost. I suppose he did have his reasons then? Let's pretend I never brought that up, alright? Seriously, drop it. Yeah, for me. What happened? I'm confused. Change subject. So, breakups I can imagine. But just how many orgies have you seen here? I smiled warmly as the color returned to his face bit by bit. Brief but noticeable nod as he composed himself. He clapped me on the back with a large hand. Once, twice, 3 times. He was a jackhammer of platitudes that was likely to leave a bruise if he wasn't careful. More orgies than I think either of us could handle in a lifetime, but seriously, I don't think I've had a proper casual conversation with someone here for a while. Thanks for that. I ain't exactly used to it, but it's relaxing. I owe you. Zenith reached into his pocket and pulled out a small notepad and pen. He scribbled his number onto the pad and tore off the sheet, handing it over. I took it and Zenith finished his drink as I programmed it into my phone, pushing off from the bar when he was done. Give me a call sometime, Jaybird. I need to unwind after tonight's shit show, and you're fun to be around. I'm gonna head out now, but don't leave me hanging too long, yeah? Sure thing, Zenith. Thanks. Well, it certainly was an encounter I wasn't going to forget anytime soon. I guess he was worth calling back. For now, the night was still young. But I don't have time. I'm gonna keep his number! What the... I'm keeping his number. Keeping his number? Why would I throw it away? I'm not a cunt. Oh. I froze a little. But anyways, that's gonna be it for this episode of Amorous. So with that being said, if you guys enjoyed this and would like to see more of this game, then leave a like down below, leave a comment down below, share with your friends, subscribe if you haven't, ring that notification bell, and remember, die safely. Bye-bye!